Hey everyone, so in this video we'll discuss Lua scripting. So Lua is a scripting language which is used in like games development in embedded systems, and Redis also has like a built-in interpreter that helps you execute the Lua script directly in Redis server. So why do we need Lua scripting? In the previous video we discussed how you can run multiple commands in a transaction using multi-exec, and there were some problems in it, like you can't run commands which are similar to like where you want to read a value and then do some computations and then modify it. So these kind of operations you can't perform in a transaction. Why? Because whenever you try to read a value inside a transaction, you don't immediately get that value because all the commands are queued inside a transaction, right? And then we discussed another alternative, which was watch command, which we discussed in the previous video. And in that video we discussed how you can use watch to solve the problems which you had during multi and exec transactions. So with watch you can tell Redis that, hey, keep watching this particular value, and inside the transaction I'll be modifying this, and if someone else modifies the value before my transaction even runs, just abort the transaction and let me retry it again, right? So with watch there is one problem that if there are a lot of clients that are changing the value that you're trying to modify inside your transaction, transaction will abort and you'll have to retry it again and again. So basically there's a lot of retries that happens with watch commands, which you don't want to basically do on production specifically. So that's why we have Lua scripts. So with Lua script, what you can do is you can write your whole logic, whatever logic you want to write, like you want to write some if conditions, you want to write some complex logic that you want to run in production Redis server. You can always prefer to write those in Lua script and directly pass it to Redis server and execute it, right? So this is just a simple diagram. I'll just give you a high level overview. So you have some commands that Redis provides you. First is eval command, and inside eval command what you can do is you can pass your whole Lua script, and this eval command will send your whole Lua script to Redis server, and Redis server will execute it atomically in a single thread. And then there's this another command as well, script load. It converts your whole Lua script into a digestible hash, right? And that hash is like fixed set of characters, and you can reuse that hash, and if you want to execute your script again, you can directly execute it via hash as well. So yeah, that's kind of like optimization which Redis did. And then there's this EVALSHA command. So yeah, this command basically helps you to run that hash digest directly, right? So we'll be discussing these examples one by one. Don't worry about it. We'll do them in Redis CLI, so don't worry about it. So yeah, using script load command, your whole script converts into a digestible hash which is cached in Redis. So it's just a diagram showing that, and you can run that directly on your Redis server, right? And also this hash is kind of like a cache, but it's volatile. If your Redis server starts or you have some failure, this cache becomes it gets deleted basically. So you might have to create a new cache for your script. So there's another concept as well, which is Redis functions, which helps caching your whole script in Redis server. And even if Redis server fails, or like you have some problems with your Redis server, still your Lua script will persist in your Redis server using Redis functions, which we will discuss in coming videos. So yeah, it's just a high level overview. We'll do some terminal examples as well. Don't worry. I have some notes with me as well. So yeah, this is what we discussed. Using eval command, you can pass your whole Lua script to Redis server, and Redis server executes it in a single thread atomically, right? So what kind of problem it solves, we already discussed it. So in watch, you had problems like your transaction might retry again and again if you have a lot of conflicts with other clients. So right, this Lua script is supposed to help with that problem. So there is one example, like you have this stock, let's say, and you only have one stock left, and both these customers are trying to buy one last stock from this available stock, right, at the same time. So yeah, this might be conflict in case of watch, and the whole transaction might abort. So yeah, these kind of problems we can solve with Lua script. There are some existing tools as well which doesn't fix our problem, right? So this is just a comparison. So in the previous video we discussed that Redis provides you some atomic commands. We can use atomic commands, like we can use the decrement operator to decrement the stock, but you can't actually tell Redis that, hey, decrement only if you have one stock available, right? You can't do conditional logic with atomic commands. And the similar problem was in multi-exec as well. With Watch you can do it, right? It works correctly, but every conflict with other clients, it will basically abort your transaction and you'll have to retry it again and again. So that's where Lua script comes in, right? And yeah, how it works is you write your Lua script, you pass it inside a eval command, and then you have some extra parameters as well that you have to give to Redis, that how many keys your Lua script depends on, how many values it needs, etc, etc, right? So yeah, this is just a overview. So first you need a Lua script, right, which is written inside this string, and then you need number of keys. So this is just a counter which tells how many keys your Lua script needs, and then you provide the actual keys. And then there's another parameter which is arguments, which is kind of like extra values. It could be numbers, it could be values, limits, anything that you can provide dynamically to your Lua script, right? And inside the script, if you want to call any Redis commands, you can use redis.call. You have a similar command as well, redis.pcall, which is similar. Like you can using this also you can execute some Redis commands inside Lua script, but there's only one difference, that if any command fails, it directly aborts your whole Lua script. But in Redis pcall, it's different, it's opposite. So it does not abort your whole Lua script, but it gives the error as a return value, right? So this is a basic example. We can execute this in terminal. So before that, I can also show you a simple example how you can run Lua script directly in Redis CLI. So I'll open my terminal. First of all, I'll start my Redis server here, right? And in another terminal, I'll open Redis CLI. So here, let's declare one variable. Let's declare my name. So my name is Yatharth, right? So if I were to execute in, if I were to, let's say, execute get user name. So this is this command I'm directly executing in Redis server, right? But let's say if you want to do the same operation using Lua script, how you would do it? So you need to write eval, and then inside eval string, you'll provide your Lua script. So I want to do this exact operation inside my Lua script. So what you can do is you can write return, and then I need to call Redis commands. So for that, you need to use redis.call. So first parameter is the command name, which is get, and second is the key name. So there are two possibilities. Either you can directly pass key name directly inside a script, or you can also take it dynamically using the keys parameter that we had. So if you check here, you had another parameter which you need to pass, which is keys, right? So you can do that as well. So let's do that. So here, what I'll do is I'll take keys dynamically. Okay, so this is just a simple Lua script that I'm executing, right? So after this, you need to pass how many keys your Lua script depends. So right now I'm only using one key, so I'll pass one, and then I'll provide the exact key name. So it's user name. So if I execute it, you'll see I got the exact same result, right? So this is how you execute a very simple Lua script in Redis server, right? And yeah, let's discuss a complicated example. So this is a conditional inventory example. So in this example, what we're doing is we have some stocks, and from those we are trying to decrement some stocks. So let's say you have 10 stocks and you want 2 stocks out of it. So you'll be left with 8, right? So this is just a simple example where you're checking that how many stocks you want, and the number of stocks if you want are available. You'll just decrement it from the available stocks. If you don't have available stocks, then you'll just end the whole Lua script, right? So let's execute this example. So I'm just gonna copy this whole code. What I'll do is I'll write it somewhere, right? Because in Redis server you can't run multi-line commands in Lua script, right? I mean, you can do that. I'll show you that as well, but let's discuss this. So let's go one by one what this Lua script is doing. So first step it's doing is it's calling Redis command. It's trying to fetch the key. So after fetching the key, it's converting it to the number, right? And then it's asking how many stocks you want, right? And then it's checking if the number of stocks which you're asking is available or not. If it's not available, we'll just return -1. If it's available, we'll decrement the asked stocks from the availability, and then it'll return the remaining stocks, after decrementing, right? So what I'll do is now I'll merge all these commands into a single line, because in Redis server we can't execute multi-line Lua script. If you want to do that, what we can do is we can create a new file, and then we can directly pass that file to Redis CLI using eval command. But for now, let's run this as a single line in the Redis CLI. So what I'll do is I'll just merge all these lines, right? Just a second. Okay, so I'll just combine all these lines. Okay, cool. So let me just copy it, and what I'll do is here, before running this, let's declare one stock key. So I'll just set available stocks. Let's say I have 20 stocks, right? And what I'll do is, okay, just a second, here, okay, it's fine. So what I need to do is I'll write eval and pass my whole script, and after this what I'll do is I'll pass just a second, let me, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm not sure whether my terminal is visible, so what I'll do is, just a second, because my camera is coming, so I'll just do this. Okay, so after writing a script, you need to pass your dynamic keys. So as you can see, the first key which we need is the stock key. So as you saw that we declared this key which has 20 value in it. So I'll just pass this. So I have I have one key, and its name is available stocks, and I want 4 stocks out of it. So as you can see, it ran successfully, and remaining stocks is now 16. Let's execute it again. Let's say I want 8 stocks now. As you can see, I'm now left with 8 stocks, and let's say I want 9 stocks. So obviously it will return me -1 because I don't have sufficient stocks, right? So this is how you execute Lua script, right? So let's go back to notes, right? So yeah, using this way you can execute your whole Lua script in Redis server. Now there are some important limitations as well which I wanted to discuss. So first of all, when you are running a Lua script, it takes your whole Redis thread, right? So it will be blocking your whole Redis server. So no other client can interrupt that particular script. When you are sending a Lua script, it runs atomically in a single thread, right? So always make sure that you are not running a very long Lua script in your Redis server, otherwise it might block your whole server. So make sure that the script is small and fast, right? And also there's no rollback. It was the same condition, same thing with multi-exec as well. There was no rollback, and in Lua script also there's no rollback. Like let's say you are executing 3-4 commands in Lua script, and out of those 2 are successful and 2 failed. So still it would not roll back all the successful commands, right? And yeah, always declare your keys. What do I mean by that? So here I'm declaring my keys, right? So always make sure that you are declaring your keys. Yeah, so these were some of the things that you need to keep in mind. And yeah, So let's discuss some other examples. So till now we discussed how you can execute Lua scripts directly in Redis server. Now there's one more command as well, which is EVALSHA. So using this, what you can do is you can execute a smaller version of your script, which is kind of like a hashed key, right? And you can directly execute it as well using EVALSHA. So how you can convert your script into a digestible hash? So you have this script load command which you can use. So what you can do is you can let's go back to our previous example, and what we do is we will change the eval command to script load. So we'll just go back. Okay, just a second. Yeah. So I'll just delete this eval command and I'll write script load and I'll just execute it. Okay. Okay. So wrong number of arguments from script load. Oh, okay. So you can't actually pass these arguments to script load command. So I'll just delete those. So what it will do is it will convert this whole Lua script to a digestible hash, right? So as you can see, it gave me this SHA hash, and it has also cached this as well in its Redis server. So now what I can do is I can just execute this script using this hash. So you have this EVALSHA command, and inside this you can pass this hash directly. And after this, you need to do exactly the same thing. Pass how many keys it needs. It needs one key. And what's the name of key? It's available stocks. And how many stocks you want? You want 2 stocks, let's say. So as you can see, we can also run our whole Lua script using hash as well, which is kind of cool. And also this whole thing is cached now in your Redis server. But it's very volatile. Why? Because your Redis server might fail, right? And yeah, your Redis server might restart or fail, so this hash would disappear. So again, you would have to do the same thing. You would have to do script load, and then you'll get a new hash, and then you can run your whole script using hash, right? And there's another concept as well, which is Redis functions, which lets you persist your Lua script in Redis server, even let's say your Redis server restarts or fails, still you can persist your Redis functions on your Redis server, which is a different concept which we will cover in coming videos, right? So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll just cover some important concepts. So when you should use it, I've already covered this. Whenever you have some conditional logic or read, modify, write kind of concepts, you can use Lua scripts, right? And when you have several dependent commands, you can use Lua scripts, right? And when you want to cut down your round trips and you don't want many retries, right? And watch is expensive for you, so use Lua script. And when you should not use it, if you have a very long running script, don't use Lua script, right? And yeah, and when you want your Lua script to persist in, or when you want your logic to persist in Redis server, Lua script, you can use Redis functions, which we will cover in separate video, right? And there are some common misunderstandings, like Lua scripts are transactions, so errors will roll back. No, we already covered it. Errors are not rolled back. And the script cache is durable. No, it's volatile. We already discussed. So for making it durable, what you can do is you can use Redis functions, which we will cover in coming videos, right? And a script only blocks the key it touches. No, it blocks your entire server. So don't think that in my script I'm only changing, let's say, key 1 and key 2, so only those will be locked. No, your whole server will be locked because you're passing your whole script to Redis server, right? And never hard code key names. You should always use keys, right? So yeah, this is just a quick recap, and there are some questions as well. 2 customers are buying the last item. Show how the risk happens and why multi alone can't fix it. Why does Lua succeed where watch thrash is on a hotkey? So yeah, these are some of the interview questions which you can check and test yourself whether you understood this whole Lua script concept properly or not. And I'll also share this notes with you, in the YouTube video and description, right? And there are some other concepts as well related to replication, which is not relevant for this video, but yeah, we will be covering all of this in coming videos as well, so don't worry. So this video was just about giving you a high level overview of what Lua script is and how you can execute Lua scripts in Redis server. So I hope this video was useful, and yeah, in the next video we will do some more hands-on experience with Lua scripts, and maybe we'll design a simple rate limiter using Lua script. So I think that will be very interesting. So stay tuned guys for that, and thank you. Bye bye.